Hi everyone, it's Brenda here. Last week's video did not scare me off. I am back again. Sorry for the wiggle there. I hope if you're here that you can see me horizontal. I've been working on my settings a little bit to try and get myself horizontal rather than vertical. So I hope that you're seeing me in horizontal mode if you're viewing this. I am broadcasting from my page today rather than my personal account. I finally figured out how to do that. There is a bit of a learning curve with Facebook Live, and I am just trying to figure everything out. Okay. Um, Okay, no one's here yet. That's fine. I think when I do it from my personal account, I think more people see this more quickly. With a page, it's a little bit different. The Facebook algorithm is a little bit different, so it doesn't come out to you quite as quickly. But today, happy Valentine's Day. It's also Casing Tuesday. And today I have cased a card from the Celebration catalog. And we have a Casing Tuesday Facebook group where I post my card after I put it on my blog, and where you can also join me, which is really cool, I think. And you can share your card based on the card that I have cased. And so my downline Catalina and I, we both do this. And so starting off Tuesday morning, there's always 2 samples for you to start off with. And then other people jump in and share their samples with us. So I always love that, and I love to go in and comment on people's posts to see what they're doing. So today, actually, it's kind of cool because the card that I cased originally, because it was Valentine's Day, I wanted to do a Valentine's card, but I wanted to do a card that was maybe a little bit non-traditional so that you could use it after Valentine's Day. You could maybe use it for an anniversary or just to say I love you. And then I did one using the same layout, and I made it into a birthday card. And today I thought, hey, let's do something completely different. This is not a card that has actually been made yet. I kind of designed the pieces and I actually haven't put it together yet. I just thought it would be fun to do something that was a little bit different rather than something that you've already seen posted. So let's go ahead and I'm going to show you what I'm up to. So let me wander over to my work area here. And right now, let's start off with, let me start off with the card that we're casing. Let me turn this around. Okay, here we go. So here's the card that we're going to be casing. This is out of the Celebration catalog, the 2017 Celebration catalog. And it's really just a very simple card. It's got a designer series paper piece right here and just this white panel in the front. And this layout is a really good layout for a lot of different things. You could put different paper behind there. So I love it because it's kind of like a beginner casing card, so it's not too complex. So the first card that I made with it was this Valentine's Day card. And I love this because it's, you know, it's got 2 t-shirts, and the top t-shirt here has "Love You" on it. And I think this would make a really cute last-minute Valentine's Day card if you don't have one already made. Or it could be an anniversary card. So I think that's kind of cool for the Valentine's Day theme. And then I did this card, which is a birthday card. And I took the back side of this striped paper, and it's all florals. And so I thought that would make a pretty t-shirt. And then I did the sash right here. Let me get a little closer, which says birthday girl. And so this is now a birthday card. And then I took, this is the Floral Affection embossing folder in the background. Because I've got flowers in my t-shirt here, there's some flowers in the Floral Affection embossing folder right there. So I thought that was kind of cool to kind of match that up. And because this is a Valentine's card, I did the Falling Petals embossing folder on the back of that. So I thought we could make a different card based on the same layout for Casing Tuesday. So let me set those to aside and let me just pop this into my little holder here. Let me get this set up. Hopefully you can see this. All right. So I've got my work area here. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to need a card base for our card. So I've got a piece of smoky slate cardstock here, and I've cut this piece to 11 inches by 4 1/4 inches, and then I've scored it in half at the 5 1/2 inch mark. And yeah, and so then I just folded it along the score line. I'm hoping that I don't think anyone's here yet. I just don't want to miss any comments, and I'm hoping because I'm in horizontal mode that that you can see me horizontal rather than in vertical mode, because I think it's a better mode for this type of paper crafting. So here's my card base, and then I need a piece of Designer Series paper, and this paper is from the 2016-2018 In Color collection, and I've cut this piece to 3 inches by 4 1/2 inches. So we're just going to start by gluing those two pieces together. So I've got some Tombow here, and I'm just going to put a dot of glue on. I'm going off screen here, trying to stay on screen. Okay, so I've just put kind of dots of glue around the outside, and then we just need to center this. I need to look at what I'm actually doing rather than through the camera, because that can make it kind of hard. So let me just center this on my card base. There's a piece of glue guck. Okay, so that's the start of my card, and now we need to create the front panels for it. So let me set that aside. And let's do the t-shirt piece. Oh, hi Mary. I'm so glad you're here. You're the first person that's here, so that's really cool. Mary, if you could tell me, can you see this video in horizontal mode? I'm trying to switch it around so that we're not going vertical. So I hope you can see like this horizontal rather than vertical. I hope I haven't screwed that all up. So if you can reply to me, that would be great. Oh, hi Peg. I'm so glad you're here. Yay. 2 people. I was a little worried because today it's off of my page rather than my personal page, and I think that can affect the number of people that initially get the notice that I'm going live. So hopefully more people will pop in, and thank you so much for being here. I did some talking at the beginning. We're casing this card. Let me just pop over. We're casing this card from the Celebration catalog, and I showed 2 of the samples that I did, and now we're going to do a completely different sample. So I've kind of got the base of my card here. We're working with a Dapper denim. Okay, great. I see Mary said it is in horizontal mode, so I'm very happy about that, because the vertical mode was kind of weird last time, so I've looked up how to do horizontal, but you never know if everything's going to work correctly. So we're working with Dapper denim this time, and I'm going to bring in my Big Shot, and hopefully I'm still going to have problems. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put my handle to the back instead of to the front, and that might be a little bit better. And I've got my platform here. We'll need our thin die adapter. We're going to need a piece of Dapper denim cardstock, and I've got my t-shirt, what are these called? They're called the T-shirt Builder Framelets, and I'm going to use this bigger t-shirt here, and I'm just going to run this through. This is going to be backwards for me. Let me see. Okay, good. Hopefully it won't move my camera too much. It's cracking. All right. Okay, so we've got our t-shirt piece, and I need to pull this off because I'm going to be doing some texturing of this piece. So I've got my t-shirt here, and I'm going to turn it into a birthday card. So I'm going to take my Memento Tuxedo Black ink pad, and I'm going to take the birthday boy stamp. Let me stamp this and then I'll hold it up to the camera so you can see it better. Initially I was going to cut this stamp apart and just use birthday boy and not the stars on the end, but in the end I decided the stars would actually fit. So I think I can do this right here. I'm just going to stamp this right across the top like that. So let me just scoot this off. So you can see I kind of got it on the sleeves and right across the top. Sorry, I keep hitting the camera. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to bring in the Big Shot again, and I'm going to texture this to kind of give it a little bit of, I don't know, more of a denim look. So let me grab my Big Shot again. And since I was using the Falling Petals embossing folder on one of the cards, that's the one I grabbed because it's kind of got a busy pattern and I thought that would work well. So I don't need the thin die adapter anymore. And I'm going to bring in my Falling Petals embossing folder. And I'm going to run this through 2 times. So first I'm going to do it just straight kind of up and down with these little petals that look like hearts. Sorry, I need one of my cutting plates down, and I need my embossing folder, and let me run this through. Sorry if I jiggle the camera. Okay, so this is embossed. Now I'm going to turn it the opposite direction. And we're going to stick it through and we're going to run it through one more time. You're probably wondering, what the heck is she doing? I hope I know what I'm doing. All right. Okay, that just kind of flung right through. Okay, so let me just set this aside for a moment, and we're going to do one more thing with it. But since I have my Big Shot out here, I want to emboss one more thing so that I don't have to line it all up again. So I'm done with the Falling Petals embossing folder, and we're going to be using this dynamic hexagon folder, and I'm going to need a piece of Whisper White for that. And this piece I have cut to, where are my notes? I've cut this piece to 3 5/8 inches by 3 inches. And let me just pop this in here. Thank you, Mary. Oh, and Mary says I'm not jiggling. I am jiggling, I think, every once in a while, but hopefully not too much. I hope I'm doing a little better than last week. I think horizontal is a little easier. Oh, with this folder, because it embosses so deeply, it's actually a thicker embossing folder. Now I jiggled, I can tell. I only need 1 cutting plate, so I'm going to remove my bottom one. I've got my base platform, I've got my embossing folder, and then I just need a cutting plate on top. And then I'm going to run this through. And this is going to create the backdrop for my t-shirt piece. Let's scoot this out of the way now. Okay, so here are all my pieces, and I told you I was going to do one more thing with this this t-shirt. So you can see right now it looks pretty pretty embossed and looks not so good, like you can barely read the words. So but I just wanted some texture on this t-shirt, so it wasn't just like plain boring t-shirt. So I'm just going to take my bone folder and I'm going to remove the embossing, basically. I'm just flattening it out with the edge of my bone folder, and I'm making it flat again. But it doesn't come, it's not going to be completely flat because we have embossed it. So it's kind of distressed. It's kind of distressed my t-shirt a little bit. So I'm just kind of working it. I think that looks pretty good. So you can see now the embossing has flattened out a bit, and it's kind of given this more of a denim look, and I think it will look better on my card front. So let's glue this all together. I tell you, this is a really easy card. So I know I told you to use tear and tape last week, but my tear and tape is across the room. So I'm going to fudge with Tombow. I need a little bit more Tombow on here than I would with this base layer because there's a lot of texture, and I need to make sure that it's catching on some of the ridges so it stays on my card front. So again, this one just gets centered as well. So that's pretty easy. And then I'm going to take my little t-shirt and put a little Tombow on that. And let me center that like that. Okay, and I know, oh, here we go. So to match the colors up, I don't have any Dapper Denim Baker's Twine, unfortunately, but this Native Navy Baker's Twine kind of works. It's not exact, but it's good enough. And so what I'm going to do, I tied it in a bow already, so I wouldn't have to do that on camera. I'm just putting a dab of Tombow down there. And because Baker's Twine has lots of little tiny fibers, it will actually stick to your card. I just like to hold it for a few seconds, and then usually it will stick for me. If that doesn't work, if you don't like to use Tombow, you could also use a mini glue dot. So let's see. Are you sticking for me? Yes, very good. So that is the card. It's not really that hard, and you know, I love that this. Thank you for the hearts. I love that, you know, all three of these cards, you know, are using the same layout. They are all a little different, and especially you can go back and you can actually, where's my card, my original casing card. This little card, you could do it with the little, thank you for the hearts. You could do this little truck as well, or just choose whatever stamp set you want. And if you haven't already joined us on the Casing Tuesday Facebook group, I will post that link to our to this video, and you can join and you can show me what you've created. Oh, thank you, Peg. I'm glad you like the card. So please join us on that Facebook group. We'd love to see what you create. And let me just flip this camera around. Let me grab this. Let me flip it. Oh, there we are. Thank you so much for joining me here today. Oh, and hello, Joyce. I'm sorry you're joining right at the very end. But this video will post live in, I guess it will post live as soon as I'm done. And then you'll be able to view it right from the beginning. And I'm sorry, sometimes I will repeat myself. Let me just show you, Joyce, because since you just joined. Flip this around. This is the card that we made. And then I shared with you the other samples also that I made. And it is based on this card right here that we're casing from the catalog. So for this card, I kind of kept the same colors, kind of the same paper. I did the stripe paper. I changed my color, my designer series paper color up a little bit, and I just changed out my stamp set. And that's how easy it is to case. You know, you make the changes you want from the original card, then come join us on the Casing Tuesday Facebook group. I want to show you out here today because it is so beautiful. In Boston, we haven't seen sunshine for a few days, and we've had lots of snow. Oh, you would like to see? Oh, you would, Mary, like to see my craft room? Okay, it's not too bad right now, so I'll scan around and show you my craft room. This is my view outside today. It's still going to be pretty cold today, but hopefully in the middle of the week we'll get a little bit of melting of the snow. But I'm just so happy to see the sun. Okay, a quick tour of my craft room. So I did actually, if you want to see, Mary, when I originally did my craft room, I did do a video on my craft room that kind of shows all the different things. I can post that in a link to you after my Facebook Live if you want to take a look at that, so we can do, like, you can see everything more detailed. But just really quickly, this is my cutting station right here. I have my cutter, my scoring. I also have in the corner, I usually keep my Big Shot over there, but it's over with my crafting station, my table over there. This over here is, I keep my punches, and I keep odds and ends and things like that in the drawers. I have, sorry, I can't open the windows over there, so you can't really see that well. No snow and sunny in Ohio. Keep the snow. Yeah, it's unfortunate we can't send snow back west for some reason. Peg, I wish we could send the snow away, but we can't. Okay, this table right here I actually use for sewing, but I love it. It's a leaf table. You can fold out both sides, and I can sometimes I move this into the middle of the room, and I use it when I'm assembling things en masse. So it's just like a big work surface. Like, I don't know if I can do this, but oh yeah, it's kind of, you can kind of see, that's one leaf that comes out, and then the other side comes out, and I love that. I haven't sewn for a long time, but I can use this for crafting. This is my work area. It's where I keep my ink pads. It's where I stamp. It's also where I film my video tutorials. You can kind of see my little light set up here. I do my Facebook Live right here on the right corner. Over here, I've got my sewing table, which hasn't seen the sewing machine since we moved to Boston. This is where I do most of my photography. It's right by my window. So, you know, it's a great place. I try to do most of my... Okay, I may have lost you for just a second. I hope that didn't blink. This is a big tall bookshelf, and this is where I keep all of my stamp sets, my current stamp sets, because my retired ones I actually have in storage because I don't want to, I only want to create with my current collection. Then over here is my little computer workstation. You know, I have a place to kind of put my notes, and at this place, this always gets the messiest. Actually, it's not as messy as it normally is, but it is still pretty messy. It's an area that just tends to get kind of messy. But Mary, I will post the video that I did that I really specifically went into details, the blog post, and it tells you all the components of everything. I got a lot of my furniture from IKEA, Stamp and Storage, and oh, I love this little cart. I got this at Lowe's, and I used to use this when I did classes, and right now it's kind of my catch-all if I need something to kind of wheel out into the middle of the room. For my Facebook Live, I have my Big Shot sitting on there, so that was kind of cool. Oh, because it's Valentine's Day, and because I'm going to, I am shortly going to distribute my Valentines. Here are some Valentines. Of course, you may have seen them on some of my blog posts. Here are, oh, good, you have an IKEA near you, Mary? That's awesome. Oh, and Joyce is thanking me for some ideas for organizing. Yeah, I'm going to post my link to the thing that I did specifically on my craft room in the comments section of this Facebook Live video, so that you can access that, because I talk about the exact products that I use and how I set everything up. These are some of the Valentines that I made, the Sweet and Sassy Heart boxes. These are some boxes that we made. I think we made these in December for our team meeting. All of my team meetings are online. I don't have any downline in Massachusetts. So we get together once a month on a Zoom meeting. And so some people order the make and take kits, and this is in December we made those boxes back there. And of course you probably know my One Kiss hearts, and a card and some more cards. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to package these up, and I'm going to drop them off at some neighbors' houses today just to spread some love. And so that is going to be my day. And let me turn this around. Turn me around. Ah, there we are. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. And thanks for the hearts. I can't tell who's sending me the hearts, but I appreciate them nonetheless. I will. This will post afterwards, and I will post a link to my my organizational blog post, and hopefully you liked my card. And please, if you haven't already joined our Casing Tuesday Facebook group, I hope you'll join us, and I hope I see your cards on there. This card this week is like a really easy layout. You could use it with a variety of different stamp sets. So, oh, thank you, Mary. You're welcome. And I hope that I'll see you again next week. I'm going to continue to do Facebook Lives on Tuesday morning at 10 a.m. It's a good time for me because I'm actually a morning person and I'm awake at that time. So I hope you'll join me. And if you're not joining me live, I'm so glad that you're viewing the recording of this. Okay, guys, have a great day. Happy Valentine's Day. Bye.